Damn, Perk did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
Understood.
Oh yeah.
Austin, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit only because you're the youngest one here. You know what I mean? But in a good way. So what can you tell people your age and maybe younger who want to travel? What are some of the things that they can aspire to look for?
Can you elaborate more on what you mean by inspire to look for?
In general, so whether it be like a peaceful life, maybe they want to like purchase a house or property,
They can,
or want
they
to go
can,
to the beach, whatever, whatever, you know what I mean? So it's more or less a freestyle question, so you can kind of take it however you want to take it.
they can aspire more so to taking advantage of their youth and
Yeah.
take the fact that you're an American outside of America. Those two together make you unstoppable. Outside of
Gotcha.
me being able to travel, because a lot of dudes are, in their late 40s just now traveling, and they can't go. Like, I want to hit at least 10 countries this year. A lot of dudes can't do that because they have kids or they have responsibilities. I don't have any responsibilities back home. So that's
Exactly.
not all young people are like that. But that's because I'm young and I'm an American, so I have a U.S. dollar, which means I'm in the top 1% of everywhere I go.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I'm going to keep you up there. But what a lot of people don't know about Austin Holloman was a six-figure earner in Dallas, Texas. So he was already doing well for himself. Dude, can I tell you, when I was 23, man, my credit score is probably like a single digit. Oh, and that's another thing, man. The Flyboy Way actually, like, having offline conversation with him, he helped me get my behind in gear when it came to credit. Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, that's very important.
Absolutely. A peaceful life. Let me ask you this. So you're a decorated, officer, and you retired, and so what's one of the most important things that you learned when you traveled overseas?
I'm sorry, let me unmute. Well, it's different for me because I was born in another country. And that's
Okay.
why, even when I come into the passport movement, I have a different perspective on it. I spent money in my younger years in the Caribbean growing up. So I've experienced a different culture. So I understand it firsthand. Even can see a view different from people that are overseas. So that's why when I always say I don't make content, I am content. And I never really make content because I've had the life experience necessary to pass, like brothers like myself with Gen Xers, like Brother Dre and other brothers that are older, have been around for a while. We try to support the young brothers that way. But that's one of the advantages you have. But even when the years that I've worked in law enforcement, and I retired out of law enforcement, I got out of that profession in 2021. Even that experience itself, just passing that along to a lot of the young brothers out here. But when I look to travel, for me, I look just for living in peace and enjoying life. That's really the critical thing, is because we understand the type of stresses that men go through in this country, especially dealing with the nonsense over here, dealing with the gynocracy, and in Western countries in general that are very much ran with this feminist ideology that we see that is very toxic towards men. And I know Brother Dre talked to me about it some, and I've talked to him and had the pleasure of talking with him. But that's really what men today are really just recognizing that they don't have to deal with the toxicity, and they're applying what I call relationship capitalism to the game, which is a competitive mindset. And it's all about, guys finding the best relationship value for themselves. So for me, I think that it's just a matter of men really just coming to the point where they're just like, look, I'm not putting up with this nonsense anymore. Life is short. I'm going to travel. I'm going to explore my options, especially when you've worked pretty hard to put yourself in a good position in life. But
true.
Hopefully, I answered your question.
Okay. The fact that you, as a parent that's traveled, does it help you? Has it helped you in regards to your mindset, in regards to the future of your sons and how you parent with them compared to just people who see the American version of parenting? Has your travels helped you become a little bit more well-rounded in your parenting skills? Because I've always wondered that people that have a global mindset of parenting compared to just how we learn from our own community in the States. Do you think that? So, for example, I'll give you an example.
Yeah,
when I came to Colombia, prior to, in the States, somebody would be in Walmart and they'll ask for something. I point. But then when I came to Colombia, I saw people would take that person to that location. They would walk them to that 2 blocks away or 3 blocks away. And people have said that about in other countries. And so when I came back, subconsciously, it was an old lady in a wheelchair. She's asking in Walmart, she's asking for individuals to ladies, could you show me where the makeup is, the makeup area is in this store? And this old woman in a wheelchair. And all these sisters walked past this older lady. And I was like, ma'am, I just walked past it. I'll walk you over there. And I literally walked this lady in the wheelchair over to the makeup section. I'm a dude, but I just so happened to walk past it. I picked that up just from my second to third trip in Colombia. It was a subconscious thing. I had never walked anybody anywhere. I'm just like everybody in the States. Well, it's over there. What's back there? That's what I mean by, do you think that your travels have helped you in regards to how you carry yourself around your sons with just little things like that, and some of the little things that you're teaching your sons that if you only had the American mindset of what the world was about, you may be a different type of parent? Has travel helped you in regards to parenting?
Yeah, I believe that I was already kind of naturally like on that kind of vibe with just being like, a little bit more active in my role. And I do like community, I like family a lot. So, but seeing other people from other places, like I said, kind of geared towards Asian, but seeing how they move, they help their elderly and their families are joined, and how they treat the elderly, how they, treat each other. It is different. It's totally different. You don't get that here. You get a lot of distance, and that's what I don't want. One thing I don't want is that my sons, I don't want them to get the habit of not being nice to women or helpful to women just because they feel like someone's going to interpret it incorrectly. That's a big one for me. I'm like, well, if they're too nice, they're like, oh, well, everyone thinks I like them. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that's true. But like in other places, you're just being helpful. You're not, doing too much. You're not being rude. If you tell a lady, hey, you'll see videos like, oh, let me help you. You fire, and somebody's like, oh, you're trying to hit on me. And that's not always the case, but I feel like they feel very cautious. I see my sons even now starting to be very cautious about what they do. And they'll say, it's not fair. The girls can do whatever they want to me. And I don't get, I can't do that. I'm not allowed. So I feel like they take advantage. You hear them say that about school. And I have to say, oh, yeah, that's kind of true. And I have to go through that process. And then I also try to show them, how it is other places, because it is a little bit different. And unfortunately, we're just in America. That's how it is. We're just detached from each other, and lots and lots of individualism that actually I find hurtful to our community. But same voice, like I said, my children also, their dad they're Jamaican, so they have a different culture too. So they can see that, obviously, how we work and how we work in a group. I'm very group oriented, like I said, even though, I might not be with their dad, I'm very oriented, but like, hey, we do group things. You're part of a group still, or you're still managing and functioning in that group mentality. So it is something that has changed my mind for my kids and how I teach them.
What's going on, Los? How you doing, man?
Shoot, man, grinding over here, dog. You know what I mean, I'll be up at the wrong time of the day for what you think, but shoot, man, I'm around here trying to get all this stuff together, looking at how I'm going to get these investments together on these cryptos. That's really what I've been doing here, listening at the same time, you know. So that's why. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Shoot,
let me
I
ask you this.
dropping in because I know you sent the link out there. You know what I'm saying? It's your birthday, so I was stopping through. You know, show
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. You know, I mean, listen, my birthday is on a Tuesday, right? You know what I mean? Ideally, I would love for my birthday to have been on a Friday. If it was on a Friday, shit, man. Man, listen. Man, listen, me and Drake would be together right now. Drink in hand.
Drink in hand.
Drink in hand. Trust me. We would. But you know what I mean? I'm here on a Tuesday. But Los, let me ask you this, right? So from what you have heard, and maybe you might not have heard much, what are your thoughts of you being someone from the West? Positive notes from you traveling from the West and going into Latin America. What are your positive thoughts?
Positive. Well, I certainly got a peace of mind. That's for sure. All the stuff that people have to worry about over there in America, I don't have those worries. You know, I can move around freely how I want to without having to. Well, I mean, I still have my street sense about myself, so I always keep my head on the swivel. But you know, I don't be worried about the other stuff that takes place over there. You know, and while there's an element of danger that happens in every country across the world, that's just not something that I have to think about on a day-to-day basis. So my peace of mind and safety is probably the number one thing. And then number two, I'm able to, while I have my peace of mind and I don't have to worry about my safety, then that gives me the opportunity to think. You know, I think critical thinking has been lost. And for me, being over here in semi-solitude, I always have opportunities for me, you know. So when they say a person got to work on themselves and all this other kind of stuff, then that's what I be doing on a day-to-day basis. On top of what Flyboy just said on the way up out of here, learning from everybody. Because I still remember the commercial. You can learn a lot from a dummy. So
right,
no matter how dumb or how smart you is, you can still learn something. So, you know, those three things right there, you know, being able to think clearly, peace of mind, freedom, and then, you know, to be able to do things, make moves on your goals or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve without having to go through a lot of red tape, especially if you did it the right way. Because I'm an expat for whoever's still listening to the program. I live outside the country and I don't have any plans of going back over there to that hellhole. So, you know, that's just how I am. So I have to figure out and manage my situation the best way that I can so that I don't have to go back over there living, you know, and
oh no, my engagement is lit, man. Let me do the proper introduction. Hold on a minute. You know what I mean? You know, because everybody always got, you know, excuses for people or men who got passports. But let me tell you, my man ain't got no excuses. No excuses entertainment. What's going on, my brother? What's up?
In the building. Yes, sir. Yes,
Talk
sir,
to
man.
him. Talk to him, man. Talk to him, man. What we doing, man?
First and foremost, man, happy birthday, man. Salute.
Man, you know, my guy, man. And salute, man.
Yes, sir. And salute to all the homies up there, man. Richie Mack, Flyboy Way, Coach Dre,
shout out,
man. And all you and the rest of y'all. I just popped up, so I got to see who all on the panel. But yeah, man. Those that don't know, you know, I mean, I've been to 15 cities in Colombia. My wife Colombian, Dre wife Colombian. We probably got the most brothers that's married to foreign women in Colombia than Thailand. We could get to that later. So it's some heavy hitters, man. Like Colombia is compared to Thailand is king, man. Like it's gonna be a flawless defeat.
Oh, pull him down. I gotta look him in the eye. I gotta look him in the eye. No excuse. I love you, but I gotta look you in the eye. Can you please pull it down so I can look him in the eye? Not a solo, but just everybody on the stream, because I'm talking to all of y'all Colombian people. Because first of all, let me put the disclaimer, and Coach know this. Coach has never been to Thailand. I've never been to Colombia. That's what makes it even. Chocolate Man's never been to Colombia either, so we got a thing going. But I've never been. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man. When I say this, y'all gotta understand, because Flyboy Way might not understand this, as he getting old in his old age. Flyboy Way. It ain't just about the aesthetics, because I told Dre in the beginning, like, aesthetically, come on, man. I got to give up to Colombia. I ain't even been there. But we talking about everything pound for pound. And that's why Dre is going to get this work. And whoever rolls with him is going to get this work.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. So you just rolled out a whole, like setup. So you said Chocolate Man.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Just put it on the big screen.
I wish he would.
Exactly. I was about to. Yeah, I'm saying. Wait. Who's that? Who's talking?
Man,
who's that?
Shout out Andrew Show. I didn't catch him too.
That was Andrew talking.
Man, Los.
Nah, I wasn't.
Man, if you don't cam up.
That was Los. Los, I love.
Man, if you don't cam
up and show my face. Listen, I'm in grind mode right now.
Talk about it.
They see me. But anyway, here go my face. I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna put my avatar back up. I'm gonna say it while y'all looking at me.
Say it loud.
Anyhow, so Richie Matt anyway, shout out to everybody on the panel. I know who all on here. I just want to save some time because I can't get long-winded, but I do want to say, since you laid out that little scope, you say Chocolate Man and you, both of y'all never been to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? You got your girl, Chocolate Man. I don't know if his girl is his girl or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then Andre married. I'm halfway there. So I think it'd be a pretty even battle if we did the 4-way, because I ain't never been to Thailand. And I don't necessarily know if y'all gonna win this battle with me on the panel.
Los, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this to you, Los, to your face. I told Coach, I said, you need to probably bring Los with you. Now, Coach, he just said he's gonna bring on whoever he wants. But Los, I did request you for the smoke. So I just want you to know.
Nah. He need to bring me one.
But that's on Coach. He can bring, but Coach was like, I wish I could.
Are you kidding me? Yo, Andre and I are like Kobe and Shaq, like vintage Kobe and Shaq though.
You got to talk to Coach then. You got that's on Coach.
Why do I need to talk to him? I talk to him every day.
Whether I'm there or not. What
you mean? I need to talk to him. Hey, Richie Mack, man, come on.
Show, man. Anytime.
Hey, man, no excuse. Let me ask you a question, right? And this will go to the whole panel. So, what are the benefits that you see traveling overseas? The positive benefits, just in general.
I think it's therapeutic, man. You get to kind of, in my opinion, see what it's really like to be a man in societies where you're not restricted from being masculine. And so I think you could kind of you really can see yourself in full potential as a man, especially when you go to countries like in Africa, for example. But I think it's just a form of therapy, man, a peace of mind, a way to get away from the stresses of life. And then in a lot of these countries, it's a more healthier lifestyle, whether it's things you eat and things of that nature. So in summary, I'll just say it's therapeutic.
Excellent point. All right, and then Chocolate Man, what say you?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna apply to everybody in the panel because it seems like everybody's found a better way. So I mean that is bottom line. Go out and try something different. Get out of the country for a little bit, expand your horizon a little bit, see if it's gonna be a better life for you. I think for a lot of people who don't have those ties back to America, don't have those attachments that they can lead, don't have those commitments, yeah, you should definitely get out, explore, see the world. I don't care where you go. You can go down to
cart return or medallion or California, whatever it is he was talking about there in Colombia, or you can do Thailand, or you can do wherever. Just try something different. Europe might even be your spot. Somebody said in the chat, we sleeping on Mexico. Give Mexico a shot, but try something different. Try something different. See if there's a better path for you out there. But if you feel like you sitting in America and you're hating life, I don't think that's the way to do it. I don't think that's the way you should be living your life. I don't think you should be working till you're 69 years old and then trying to explore or trying to do something with yourself. Yeah, invest in yourself and get free, whatever free is for you. That's all I got.
That's a fact, man. That whole working, that's the one biggest thing I try to tell people, man. The one biggest thing is working till you 65 to retire is the biggest scam we've ever seen in life, bro. I've never seen a scam bigger than working to 65, knowing that the majority of people die at can't say die. The majority of people
delete it.
Are deleted at 75. So you're telling me you want me to work all of my life to live quote unquote free for 10? Man, I wish that our parents wouldn't have listened to their parents when they said this is the way to go, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hopefully our little ones or other people that come after us don't have to go through that, but that's crazy, man. Working to 65, knowing that it's a fact that most people die. Now, I'm talking about black men. Black men, we like what? I think we're like 74, 73. But just in general, most people die at deleted at 75, and they want you to work to 65. It's crazy.
So true.